Hi everyone, Mike the MC bringing another self-care video. Today I'm going to share with you now, as a bit of a series, I'm going to share with you as far as myself, making recovery from the blunder that I got myself in. And so now, as I'm going to go a bit of these videos as far as helping you out, let me share with you a few of the steps in these upcoming videos as far as how I'm going to make my game plan moving out of the rut. So that way for you, if these work for you, these videos, that they will help you make a plan or get some motivation as far as getting out of your situation. And so I'll share with you. So in the previous video, I was talking about how, okay, I didn't pass my license exam. Alright, but that doesn't mean that I have to give up in life all of a sudden and get down. Alright, some of us are blessed with a parent or someone to help you out of a situation, but now the next step for us in order to get out of the situation is to really set up a base that you can use in order to get more cash flow coming into your account, and so that way you can use that moving forward with other jobs. So at this point, okay, I've got a few jobs lined up, okay, but at the moment I have a few jobs to where they're more of a passive income, right? They're passive as far as, okay, an example, one of them is with solar, and so the idea here is, okay, if I'm going to generate a few deals on the side, that is a helpful source of income, right? But now I need a base. I need a base that's more substantial, so that way I'm not relying just solely on the side job. So with the base, my intention is to now have some sort of income that I can use moving forward. And then once I have that base, I can start building off with the rest of my life and my business moving forward. And so sharing with you all, the first thing to do is just go into a search. Look for opportunities close to home, that I would argue, because if you don't have the gas money, if you don't have the finances in order to support yourself, the thing is here, you're going to run out eventually. So make your plan very realistic in this sense. And once you have a close job, okay, then you're generating some finance. All right, generating some finance, getting out of the rut. And then with that, my intention there is, okay, once I've paid off, or I'm starting to make some savings, right, now taking care of some other parts of the debt, then I'll be okay moving forward, because I know that by making payments on the credit card statement and all that other stuff that has to come into play, I will be taking care of the small errands. Now, as far as the next step moving forward, you have to really motivate yourself every day to not give up, because if you don't motivate yourself to get out of the rut, how are you going to make a stand against the debt that you are in? See, this is called a poor man's condition, right? The condition of being stuck in debt, feeling that you can't do anything. And I was talking with my manager in one of my jobs the other day, and the thing is, it's either fight or flight, right? If you freeze because of the panic that you're going to not come out of the rut, that's what's going to keep you stuck. So you have to respond. And yes, it's very real as far as not having everything for your benefit at the moment, but if you stay stuck, you're analyzing, you're in a, was it the paralysis of analysis? There we go, that's the saying, where you're paralyzed because you're just analyzing everything. If you are looking at all the parts of your ship that are leaking all the ocean into your boat, the river, wherever you are, all right, you as the captain, you're going to be paralyzed because you're like, oh my gosh, what do I do? We're taking water, oh, how am I going to get out? As a captain, all right, accept that losses are coming into your boat, get the oar, and start paddling to an island, right? Don't stay paralyzed. Look forward, and that'll help you get that objective going as far as getting a base set up for yourself. And so in this case, okay, when you're trying to row your boat ashore, the shore is the base. So you gotta land. In order for yourself to generate some income. And so that is the first step for me to you as far as I'm going to share for this week, as far as what I'm going to do to build a base in order to get out of my debt, my situation. And so by getting that base, then the rest of the opportunities will flourish. And I really hope that that's going to come into fruition. But the thing is here, as far as being a self-care channel, don't give up on yourself, and always remember, a base will nourish the other parts of your income. And so passive income will be supplied by a base. And from there, hopefully the passive income will take over the base. And that is a very strong financial incentive for you as far as not giving up on your ideas, your goals, and to generate some sort of wealth, so that way you're not stuck in the dark. You're not left behind, so that you'll be okay. So just things to consider. But all right, I hope this video finds you well today. From Mike the MC, always remember, get your boat ashore, so that way you have your base, and with your base is set up, you will be able to get out of the rut and allow your passive income to flourish and generate some income for you, and then things will start happening in a good way. All right, everyone. Hope this video finds you well today. Take care. Have a good one.